Senior Suite deals with the topics of death and rebirth, and we take these concepts and we put them into a video game engine. So we take the parallels from death and rebirth and replace the rebirth with respawn, and so put that whole concept into video games.
We touch the topic of old age and the process of dying and video games. And this I think we try to connect them, especially in what it comes to the passage through being alive to being dead. We only focus on the exact moment of passing away, and the connection there with video games comes to respawning, which is a concept in video games where when you die, you have the option to come back again with a little bit more experience so you can pass the next level and so on.
And I was like, oh my gosh, and it's like you want to shake everybody, you want to run around and tell everybody.
Visually, we developed a stage that looks like a video game, like a level of a video game. So we have Monica surrounded by screens, and there is also a big light object that is covering the ceiling, which is strictly connected to the video. So the idea is that it feels that Monica is inside of this video game, and she's part of these, she's like a character, an NPC inside the game, and is connecting with it and interacting with it. Sometimes Monica is playing the game itself, sometimes the game is being played and Monica is just a character of it, and sometimes Monica is kind of fighting against it, and the game itself is the Senior Suite.
The title refers to the musical suite. So it's constructed in different movements like a suite, but it also refers to the biggest room in a hotel, and it also refers to a company for old folks' homes in Chile. I mean, we are a super small team. We consist of 3 people. It's Diego Moore, Monica Bart and me. And my focus mostly lies on the dramaturgy and on the music, while Diego focuses more then on the video and the light.
We were interested in the topic of video games. We have done pieces that touches the idea of the gamification of reality, and then we kind of slowly wanted to do a piece that touches some topics that are a little bit more, how to say, democratic, and the most democratic topic of all, I think, is death, because it will happen just to everyone. And from there we got the idea of working with a performer who is older than us and is way older than us, trying to skip these generations and working with this gap between us, which are connected to this kind of video game aesthetics or more technological developments, and to work with a generation of people who are less connected with these topics. And that's how we got to Monica. And together we developed this piece, we developed this idea.
I am literally spectating my own death. I watch my head go through the window. My neck breaks. I am pinned to the seat of the car. The seat folds up. Glass is going into my legs, and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oder nehmen wir mal lieber ein Bücherchen. Ja, auch gut. Und was ist denn jetzt mit dem Tisch los? Tisch, wo bist du? Ja, Tischlein, deck dich. Zack. Gut.
Death and respawn. These loops are also, we use these loops also musically, scenically, so we play a lot with repetition of movement, with repetition of the music, also with repetition of scenes. So the whole piece is constructed in loops. These are micro loops, but also the overall dramaturgy consists of loops.
Monica has a lot more experience with that, and we wanted to be close with this idea. We also wanted to be sensitive. The inputs of Monica have been crucial for the piece, and how she approached all of the topics, and how she managed us to understand that this is not necessarily something traumatic, sensitive and sad, but it's also something natural for people of her age, and that is something that they deal with every day. And somehow it feels for us, maybe younger, something super far, but at the end it is not that far. It's something that just can come at any moment.
I have not much to offer. But maybe I could die on stage.